Hey there, what's going on? Episode 2 underway right here. Welcome back. So, we have a nice pool day for you today. Happy to honestly go over this with you. I think that we had a really good pool day. I don't know about starting off with the single arm across. Usually I'll do the single arm just kind of straight up, like looking more directly at the weights, with my shoulders just kind of rotated towards the weights. Right here, I angled a little bit further away on purpose, just because I wanted to get more of a full stretch, like right here, in this area. That's why I wanted the full stretch, because I knew that I was going to hit rear delts, back, and bis this day. So I wanted to make sure that like all those fibers, because your back kind of, the weights go, or not the weights, the muscle fibers kind of go at an angle like that, so I just wanted to work more the top upper fibers of the lats right there, and warm up my traps too and my rear delts. So I felt that turning at that angle was going to help me accomplish that, which it did. It wasn't too bad. If I were to change it for next time, I'd probably just do more of a face-on approach. But yeah, we got the money socks on, so it's payday. I like doing these, as a starter. I mean, they were still solid. What I might have done instead of this was, or instead of doing it more face on, would have just been some cable, cable rows, just straight up. But either way, I think it did pretty well. Today also, I was going to get my in-body done. It is the 31st of July. But I literally went to NutriShop after the gym, and they said their in-body machine is going to be down for, they said probably till the end of next week. And then they were like, well, you could use one, theirs is still up and working over at this other location. I'm like, well, the whole point of the in-body is that it tracks my progress, So I'm like, well, it's not going to track my progress. I'm not going to have, like, what I did before. And then it's not going to track this one for, where I'm going. So, plus the other one was like 2 towns over. And I had to get some food in me after the gym. But, that being said, I believe in signs. I believe things happen for a reason. So, it probably just wasn't in my best interest to get the in-body today. Also, with that being said, it's going to be hard for us to plan out some goals for this month if the in-body's not going to be done in like for 2 weeks into the month, because typically we'll do like, okay, body fat percentage, we want to lose X amount of body fat percentage, be it this way, and gain X amount of the lean muscle mass, and then just kind of get an idea where we're at, like water wise, how hydrated we are, things like that. So without that, I've been debating on doing some strength goals instead, because that's something that we can calculate and measure. So, I mean, for example, today I hit legs, but I'm switching my stance up, because my stance used to, like, I don't know. First off, I have bad knees. So if you guys have, seen my earlier leg days, I've explained it. Like, I've had a surgery on each knee. I'm due for another surgery on my right knee, so I try not to like push it too crazy. So today, the most we built up to was like 365, but we're doing a much more narrow stance. So I used to go wider to kind of take the pressure off of my knee and put it more on my my posterior chain, more on like my glutes, my hamstrings, my lower back. And so I had a much wider approach where I would point my feet out, almost like more of a sumo stance. But I'm going to start switching that up, because I do want to be more quad focused on my squat exercises. So now I'm doing shoulder width apart, still, pointing my toes outward a bit, but trying for more of like a traditional approach to a squat. So I'm kind of rebuilding the way that I do things, just fundamentally, I've been squatting like that for a long time, so I'm going to have to kind of break out of the habits in order to, progress and kind of get more to where I want to be at, just because squats are such a good builder for the quads, and definitely a staple that everyone should have in their lower body day. So, but we were at 365 with our new form. Maybe we can, stick with our new form and then push that up. I think a month and a half ago we got like 405 for, 1 or 2 reps. So maybe we shoot for new form 425 by the end of the month. You know, we got 4 weeks to make that happen, hitting 2 leg days a week. I think we could definitely get that going. But dumbbell rows, which is what we're hitting here, I think we're solid. I didn't really have, my bad, you just stand on my ass right here, but I didn't really have like a great camera angle to kind of get it from. And it's like, I don't know, a walkway, but not many people walk past these weights, so it was like okay. But I just set it up on a bench behind like where it was at. So not the best angle, but I'm still working on I put together a couple tripods that I'm looking into off of Amazon. So I got a couple things on my wish list to kind of help improve, you know, angles and things like that. And so a tripod's on there. It's about $80, so hopefully I'll be able to get it relatively soon. Kind of weird for me to save up just because like my job right now, I have it set up to where it covers like pretty much my bills and that's it. So as far as saving, I'm either gonna have to like pick up another day or do something, but oh well, we'll make that happen because that's important. So these rear delts on this day, I still did them traditionally, but I think next time what I want to do is see how the camera is on my left side. I'm looking over my left shoulder, so I want to sit like at a 90-degree angle on the bench and have like my right shoulder completely on the back part, and then bring my left shoulder all the way across to get that full stretch, and then put it all, you know, because I feel like where it's at right now, I feel like we're starting like halfway through the exercise, just with how, you know, this is typically set up. But if we're all the way across right here and going all the way, you know, that 180-degree angle coming across our full body, I think that's going to get our rear delt on fire a lot more than just, you know, what we have access to right here. So we're going to start implementing new things, trying, you know, to get the most bang for our buck on these exercises. That being said, I mean, it's still working out our rear delt. You know, we're still getting good work in. I'm just trying to maximize our efficiency on each workout, because I don't want to overdo it and just do a bunch of, you know, volume sets and like, I don't know, go through that whole thing. I want to keep a good balance of hypertrophy and strength. So I want the intensity with volume kind of combined. I think for leg day now, I'm just going to pretty much stick to working like less volume on legs and working for more strength. Like for example, today when I built up to 365, I did 135 for 10, 185 for 10, 225 for 8, 275 for 8, 315 for 6, and or no, 4 to 6, I don't remember, and then 365 for like 1 or 2, and then usually I would go back down and be like, all right, now we're gonna hit it for volume, and I would, you know, take a plate off, do some more, and then, you know, sets of 10, sets of 15. But I think I'm going to opt against that, just for my legs, just for endurance sake, because last time I did the leg press and built up and did volume, and my legs were just super tight. So we're going to take more of a traditional strength approach to that. But here, these I really liked. So these are just shrugs using the cable crossover, but they're kind of, the crossover's like more off to the sides, you know, instead of just being underneath. And the reason for that is because our trap muscles come all the way up here, you know, in the back of our head. And then, let's pull something up right here. So this little diagram shows our trap muscles come to the back of our head, down to our middle back, and then over, and they tuck in right here. So most of those fibers, traditionally we just do shrugs up and down, but most of those fibers are kind of fanned out, you know. So I think that this allows us to be more efficient in hitting more of those fibers. And honestly, these felt so good, dude. So much better than just like traditional like shrugs. I think this is definitely the way that I want to, you know, continue to do them. And I think I'm going to start including these, you know, in every pull day, because I want to have nice big traps. I need something to set the bar on, you know, when I'm doing squats. I got my little lines from earlier, but these definitely are gonna, you know, kick my fucking traps into gear. So I'm excited to go and do these again. Like, these felt so nice, man. And so it's also like not, you know, a huge muscle, so but it's something that can be overloaded, your traps, where you're still like on that one, because it's pulling your arms down and out, you're getting the full like stretch in a lot of those fibers, instead of just like, as opposed to just, you know, your arms hanging down. So I know I've been doing these a lot, these little like standing over this little thing, preacher curls thing. Today I didn't actually want to do that. I wanted to do the seated one, but by this time it was already getting a little bit busy, so I want to do the seated one with the plate loaded. And I didn't end up, that one wasn't open, and then I was like, alright, I'll do the seated one, you know, with the little molded bar, and that one was taken as well, so I was like, alright, standing one it is. And then I like working my brachialis and the longer head of my bicep too, so I always like to include some kind of hammered curl, you know, whether it's on the ropes, dumbbells. This time I'm doing it like single preacher arm, you know, style, which was still a really good stretch. Still felt nice. I found that if I did my right arm right after I did like the double curls with the molded bar, that my right arm was, you know, hanging in there a lot better than my left arm. So I try to keep doing my left arm first a little bit more, just to kind of catch it up. You know, it's funny because I feel like my left arm is bigger, but my right arm is like stronger. So I need to watch for little differences in the way that I do things with my dominant arm, and try and make sure I keep it as even as possible. But I really do like these with the molded bar. At first I was doing them too heavy when I did them like a few workouts ago, but now I think I just have like the 50-pound molded bar, and I'm just trying to get like full range of motion. And since I'm leaning like all the way over, it's kind of hard to tell at this angle because it's kind of coming up, but right there, the one that I'm putting my arm on is just flat, so I'm really like, you know, standing over it. And when it's like that, like you're getting, with the molded bar, you're getting so much tension all the way through to the top, and then such a good stretch at the bottom. Like if it's traditional where it's like just on a slanted one, you get a lot less tension at the top. So you want to, you know, it's a little bit more efficient to not go fully like at the top of the curl when you're like, I switched to them on the next set, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. But on that one, when you're hanging down, it feels really nice to come all the way to the top. So right here, it's at more of like a 45. And so my shoulders are up a little bit more, but at the top, you get a lot less like tension on the biceps. So right there, I wasn't feeling it a whole lot, so I decided to slow it down, and then adjust my elbows, and then I try and like not go all the way to the top to where I can keep that tension going on my biceps. But just a nice squeeze all the way through as well. And I think my next pool day, which is going to be tomorrow, which will be fun, because I get to do my traps again, dude. Hell yeah. But I'm also going to do, let's see, I'll probably do a little bit more bicep work on that tomorrow when I go in. I'm going to do more cable stuff, and I'll probably make it more of like a bicep focused workout. Not focused, but I'm gonna hit biceps first. And since your back inadvertently hits biceps as well, then wearing out my biceps initially is gonna get, they're gonna get fried, because then the rest of my back workout, I'm gonna be feeling my biceps, you know? And they're gonna be putting in overtime because they're already gonna be like pretty well worked. So we'll see. I probably won't kill them at the beginning. I'll probably do like 2 exercises to start off, and then I'll do some back exercises. I'll do my little trap shrugs with the cables, and then maybe I'll come back to a little bicep finisher at the end. But we have our day off the day after that, so that'll be nice, man. It's gonna be exciting. And I've had a lot of videos to catch up on this week, so I did 2 yesterday. I'm probably only going to get to this one today, because I'm going to go stream after this. And then tomorrow we're going to try and get, hopefully, 2 done from yesterday and today. So either 2 tomorrow or just 1 tomorrow. We'll just do yesterday's tomorrow, and then on Friday on our day off we'll do the other 2. So we'll see how it goes, but we'll definitely get caught up this week. And then we have work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But on Saturday, Sunday, we're still gonna be getting after the gym. So we're doing exactly like, you know, our little thing. So right now, my split kind of changed from push-pull legs to push legs pull, which is fine. I like sandwiching legs in there, and I've really been feeling, oh yeah, I'm getting this little like bicep divot, and I was feeling it. But my little like branch tree veins went away a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna get those back in no time. Especially the way we've been training the past few days, we are like shot out of a cannon, man. So feeling really good about it. On this pull day 2 we finished. I really like this little lat pull down stationary machine. I know I've talked about it, but just the angle that it moves you at too, like, allows you to just be so locked into your lats, which is nice. But the sad part is, you know, it still definitely puts in work after like a nice day of pulling. I'm probably gonna start out back with lat pull downs tomorrow, because I've been neglecting my pull down game. I've been focusing on a lot of rows, but I'm a big, man, rows, any kind of row, pulling some shit, man, that feels good. Pull downs just make me feel weak. But I'm gonna start with those tomorrow. But pretty soon here I'm maxing out this little machine, and even though it's like taking everything out of me, I think if I were to do this first, I could probably max out this machine and get like a full set of 10, you know? But we're still focusing on the eccentric work on these 2. So even though we're in the heavier weights, like, we're still trying to control it all the way, you know, up and down. That is the end of our pull day workout, but I think that it was very exemplary of, you know, the pace and the tone that we're setting this month. You know, we're going from doing rows with the 120s, you know, to going and putting in some good deep bicep work, you know, hitting the traps. That's what I like about, you know, I've talked about it in the last few videos, but the push-pull legs, like pull, you know, it's rear delts, back, and buys. And traps, you know, are definitely a part of that too. And it just gives me so many options to work on something that's still fresh, you know? I don't have to just worry about, you know, oh, I'm working chest today, so let me work 6 different exercises, you know, presses, flies, presses, flies, presses, flies. But instead, I can like redirect my attention, you know, and then really smash that shit. And my body's responding really well. I'm getting all my protein in. We're going minimum 3,000 calories this month. Minimum 300 grams of protein. And we don't have our in-body to go off of. We'll get that as soon as we can. But until then, I'm going to have to figure out some fun goals to get, some fun goals to have. So if you guys, you know, think of a fun, creative way, I was thinking like strength-wise, you know, try and get my squat to, you know, squatting X amount, benching X amount. You know, that's kind of my ideas. But if you guys have something better, man, that you think that you'd want to see, or you'd want to see the progression on, drop me a fucking comment, man. Like, let's talk about it. But hey, man, I appreciate you for making it this far. Hopefully you did like the video. Drop me a like if you did. I'd appreciate it. It'll help me out. But yeah, man, I hope someone did something nice for you, or I'm sorry, I hope you did something nice for somebody, first off. And second off, I hope someone did something nice for you, even if that's yourself, because you deserve it, man. Good things should be coming your way. Go to the gym, eat your protein. I'm going to catch you in the next one, all right? Peace.